Good morning, welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, welcome back to cold Scotland.
Ooh, we haven't moved, as you can see the van's in the background. We're still in Glasgow. We've had quite a few things to clean up, haven't we? We've had work bits and pieces that we've had to get sorted.
Yeah, a lot of things to sort out.
So we thought we'd stop here. We were going to go into Glasgow today, but it's now again 2 o'clock by the time we've got out. Mark's been doing some checks on the van and we've realised one imperative thing. What is it, Mark?
Well, the diesel heater now fixed it. It's on full whack all the time, more or less, because it's so cold. It was so cold last night.
Yeah.
We woke up this morning and 7 o'clock this morning, it was like 3 degrees in the van, but it was -6 outside. As you know, recently we've had this real cold snap and it's been using a lot of diesel, hasn't it? So I've run out. I've used all my reserve diesel in my petrol can or diesel can, and we're going to go and get some more diesel, aren't we?
Yeah, because we don't want to be moving the van. We'll probably lose our spot. What have you got on your back? Diesel can.
It's not CHICCO, is it?
No, it's not CHICCO. Now, the reason why we've not got CHICCO is, you know, when you go to Spain and you're all shouting, the floor's going to be too hot. Believe it or not, the floor's too cold for him here.
Yeah.
We've had him out for 2 walks this morning. By the time we've got back, he's actually limping, like trying to get his paws off the floor.
It's that cold.
So we're not going to do it anymore.
Frozen bits on his paws.
Yeah, the green grass is alright, but when the frost is on the grass, what she likes to play on, he's in agony, so we're not fetching him out today. We've left him in the warmth of the van. We're literally going to be 20 minutes anyway.
The petrol station's BP and it's a half a mile walk down there, so it's not worth trying to get the van sorted out to go down there. We're just going to get 5 litres and that'll buy us a day or so's worth of eating, I guess. So.
Yeah, and the other good thing is, the lady that does the butties in the van down the road from where we're stopping, she's told me there's some very, very high class charity shops on the way as well. So I'm going to see if I can have a look at them. I ain't got a bargain yet from Scotland. It's not been known, has it?
I wonder why you were so keen.
Well, looks like we found a place that Mark's absolutely fallen in love with. We're in Partick, which is the district of Glasgow.
Yeah, west side of Glasgow, isn't it? And it's quite heavily influenced by Asian food places, isn't it? So.
Yeah, everywhere you go, it's crackers. It's well, we passed up to now. We've passed
Asian supermarkets, Asian seafood supermarkets, Korean food. Chinese food.
Crazy walk.
Oh, look at this one.
Look at this, yeah. Crazy walk. Clay pot rice. It's all new things, isn't it, that we don't know anything about?
Seafood, pork, chicken.
And that's just me turning the camera and we bump straight into another one.
Wait, where are you going?
Oh look, can't drag him away now.
Oh, look at that Chinese sausage fried rice.
Sausage fried rice.
Not cheap, is it?
No. Chicken fried rice, €11. At €11. Get me. 11 pound.
It's not cheap, is it?
No.
Jesus.
And this road seems to go on forever. Look, Chinese again. Bubble tea and all Chinese things in there.
Chinese, I don't know if it's Chinese,
Japanese, Washinese.
Wonkinese, whatever.
I don't know, but he's liking it a lot.
Well, we are slowly moving back out, but I think it's because a lot of the students at the university here are from Asia, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a lot.
So, you know.
If you close your eyes and listen to the dialects going past you, you'd not think you were in Scotland at all.
No, it carries on over there, the other side of the road.
Yeah, it does. Look at
East.
Mental, isn't it? They're going to cater for the people that live around here, aren't they?
Yeah, and if you get bored of a night time, you know always go to a bingo hall here, Lisa.
Bingo?
Yeah. Oh, Lisa, look over there, what I've just seen.
What?
Blue Lagoon. I like Blue Lagoon. What happens there?
Oh.
Back to Mars bars, everything.
No, not down here. This is the Chinese region, Mark.
Oh, they'll do back to Mars bars.
They won't.
Traditional fish and chips. Sorted then, aren't we, for in a bit?
You do that? I thought someone had hurt themselves when you make silly noises like that.
I'm gobsmacked to see it, but there you go, it's there. Blue Lagoon.
Can you believe he's dragging me across here? I'm nearly getting run over by a bus, Mark, because of you. Please don't do them. Please don't do them. The last time you had one of these was up near Loch Lomond.
I know, it doesn't matter though, doesn't it?
They don't do them, Mark. No, don't do them. They had big signs for it last time.
That's weird, isn't it?
No.
I thought they'd done them. They are good.
Ooh, they're not. They look like something CHICCO's done rolling batter. Ew. Come on then, got places to go.
Two fish supper, £10.95. That's right.
That's what we had before, isn't it? But
yeah.
we didn't know you got.
We do a 1 fish supper and a 2 fish supper.
Yeah, but a supper is 2 fish. So if you got 2, is that 4 fish? We made the big mistake before of getting a fish supper, and when we got back to the van with it, it was 2 fish and chips.
Cards, weren't they? Well done.
So we had 4 fish. So we'll have to find out if a 2 fish supper is 4 fish or just for 2.
Or is it with 2 with 4?
What?
Fish.
Just come across a shop that's selling e-scooters.
It looks like renting them and hiring them and repairing them and everything, eh?
Same rules up in Scotland as it is down in England.
Yeah.
It's very strange, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like that.
Got a big off-roader one there, haven't there?
Yeah, that's a new one, that. Similar to that big one I had before, isn't it? What I fell off in Ireland,
Yeah.
so, which I've still got. But yeah, there's a lot there, isn't there?
Very strange. Yeah, there's a lot of charity shops on there. We've been in 3 up to now. We bought Marks and Socks and that's it. But there's loads on this road. It goes on forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We seem to have calmed down on the Chinese kind of shops, haven't we?
Not as much now here, is it?
No.
It's quietened up a little bit. But yeah, there's still lots of shops. I mean, it's massive in Glasgow, isn't it?
It's huge. And the streets are so big, they're so long.
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere.
I'll tell you what though, there's hardly any boarded up shops.
No, really.
They're all occupied, so...
Most of them aren't open, the food places don't open until tonight.
Yeah, but they're all occupied, aren't
But
they?
you could walk east probably an hour's worth of walking and you still have stuff like this to do. It's that big, isn't it?
It is big.
So we managed to get some fuel. It's well heavy, isn't it? Fuel, 5 litres, 5 kilo, isn't it? It's heavy enough anyway.
It's heavier than CHICCO.
Yeah, like 2 CHICCOs, isn't it?
You fetch CHICCO's bag and you can't even get it in because it'll hurt your back.
Well, it's not just that as well. I spilled a bit on the outside, so
Oh, it's not going in CHICCO's bag then.
not worth
You have
risking.
to carry it
is
all the way back in your hand. I bet your fingers will be frozen by the time we get back.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't fetch the motorhome though, because that was a bit of a
Mission, actually.
mission getting across there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a coffee out of it. So yeah, we're going to head back now, back down the main road. I fancy something nice for after tea tonight.
Yeah, like Chinese.
No, a Chinese after tea.
What do you
I mean, something treat-wise.
Oh, Chinese.
I think we deserve it after walking all this way. Right, we've made it back. God, that's a long walk when you've got so much diesel in your hands. That's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is because it's filled up right to the brim as well.
Oh, guess who's going to be toasty warm again tonight? We are. It's getting that cold now. You can see your breath again, can't you?
Yeah. It has been cold all day, hasn't it? There we go. Now, it would be easier to have it running off a fuel tank, but this, because it's gravity fed from the gas locker, it seems to work better, in my opinion. The fuel, it never struggles to get fuel through, so...
Well, we were talking the other day, weren't we? How long have we had this diesel heater fitted now?
Over 3 years, isn't it?
It's never gone wrong, has it?
No,
Apart from the part thing.
You need to mess with the settings if you're up and down at mountains and stuff. It's speed and fuel pump ratio settings you have to alter, else it doesn't work right. But yeah, generally it's been alright, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just filling this up now.
How much that tank take, Mark?
10 litres.
10 litres.
Yeah. But we did have a leak on the last video, as you'll have seen. We did have a bit of a leak, didn't we? So.
Have you checked on the floor? Have you definitely?
Yeah, it's bone dry.
You're good, aren't you?
Well, because it was leaking, it probably might have leaked a little bit more than I first thought.
I had a lady the other day, Mark. She asked me if I could rent you out.
Oh yeah. I can be rented, yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. Yeah, I am available for rent, ladies, if you want to rent me. I can clothed or unclothed.
Oh dear me. You won't get any money if you go unclothed. So, it's starting to go dark now. This is when it goes really cold. That frost has never left the ground and that's what gets CHICCO's feet. So what we'll do, guys, I'm going to snuggle down for tonight and we're going to pick you up in the morning and take you on that tube into bonnie Glasgow. So I'm sure, just like 90% of you out there, I've made a New Year's resolution. What was yours? Mine was to get healthier. So first thing in the morning, let's get CHICCO for a walk, and I've got a little help from my friend, Y Food. So Y Foods is not a weight loss drink and it's not a protein shake. It's a full meal replacement in a bottle. So in the morning, you get up, grab it, and off me and CHICCO go for that imperative walk. So in this bottle are 26 vitamins and minerals that your body needs, and it can keep you feeling full for up to 3 to 5 hours, which is what we need really when we're on the go all the time. Taking CHICCO for a walk, out filming, saves you picking up them naughty treats on the way. Now there's loads of different flavours you can try. My favourite flavour is fresh berry. If you're not sure what yours would be, try the taster pack where you can get 5 different drinks in one go. So if you're wanting to get a little bit healthier this year and you want to try Y Foods, grab our discount code that's on the screen now, and don't forget to click the link in the description below. Good morning.
Here we go.
We've made it onto the subway. Well, this is the easiest subway to walk onto. You normally have to go down and down, don't you?
Yeah,
And you've either got the outer or the inner instead of all the different terrifying different routes you get in London or any other subway you go on. So we're going on the outer today because we're going to Buchanan Street. 4 minutes and it'll be here. It's about 5 stops, isn't it?
Yeah,
how much was it? £4?
Something, yeah.
£4 something.
But we've got one first class ticket,
Yeah.
one sit down and one standing. We'll just do whatever.
I don't get that. £4.45 all day. You can go on it as many times as you want. So let's see how much of Glasgow we can find.
So it's now 2 minutes till it arrives, the outer. It looks like they're going to come together, but when it comes, I'm going to put my hand out like that to stop it. Is that what you have to do?
No,
Like a
Mark.
bus?
No, you have to man the gap. That's what you have to do.
I know, but when it comes, I'm going to put my hand out like that.
Oh,
Which way is it coming from?
I have no idea. So off the subway, straight into the city. And how far are we now from the van, Mark?
It's nearly 2 miles, 1.9 miles away. So if we were to walk, it'd take for us probably about 45-50 minutes back.
And we would have been frozen by the time we got
Exactly.
here. And it's took about, what, 5 minutes to get here?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And such a good value of money as well.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, right, you just jump on it and then jump off wherever you want. So
Yeah.
And
We've got all day now. It's like a hop-on, hop-off bus, isn't it? But
Yeah.
we're out the scenery.
and the beauty of it is we've hopped off now, and just round the corner there's a Weatherspoons.
Yes, he's found the Weatherspoons.
So why not? Let's go and get a Scottish breakfast.
I think you're going to be in for a shock. It might be a full Scottish for you this morning.
Nearly got run over there. Just down there on the right. There's a couple actually in Glasgow, 2 or 3 I think. So,
Yeah, there's one down here and one round the corner, isn't there? So
yeah, so I'm excited for that. We'll show you when we go in there.
don't take much, does it?
Let's get in this Weatherspoons. Right opposite the square, Lisa wants to have a look at, isn't it?
Yeah, George's Square.
Look at the size of this bottle of ketchup there, look Lisa, it's massive. You know why they do that, don't you? It's like a full massive family bottle.
No idea.
Stop you from pinching it, putting it in your
really?
pocket and walking out. It's massive.
Well, I was wrong because I thought it'd be all Scottish breakfast, isn't it? It's all English. Very
English.
strange, but you can have a side of haggis if you want. So,
Yeah, some places do it, some don't like square. Oh, they used to anyway, square sausage and stuff.
and we've
but-
literally just sat down and it's here.
Oh,
Very
that's good.
quick.
I've got a pint of Pepsi. You've got a coffee-free refill, haven't you?
Now this we've just found out that this Weatherspoons, is it Royal Bank of Scotland? It was a bank originally anyway.
It's called the Counting House anyway,
It's
isn't it? So-
massive. It's absolutely. I feel like I'm eating in Buchanan Palace. It's huge, massive ceilings, and it's in the Italian Renaissance style, whatever that means.
Very nice. And it's right opposite. What's the square it's opposite?
It's in St George's Square.
And which is going to be refurbished. So we're going to show you next before it shuts.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get my breakfast now. Look at that. Perfect. Look, and hash browns.
So that's the counting house. From outside, you won't believe it's the Weatherspoons. It looks exactly like a bank.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Really
Nice.
funny. Now this fetches you straight in to the impressive St George's Square. Bit damp today.
See.
On sea. Now this square is notorious for its statues. It has 12 in total. One of them's Queen Victoria, and I forget who the others are, but you can look it up on Google. There's absolutely loads of them scattered everywhere. And apparently Queen Victoria is on a horse here, Mark, and it's the only... I don't know if that's Queen Victoria, Mark. That doesn't look like her. I'm not sure. Oh, I think you are right, actually, because of Queen Victoria, and then there's her husband on the other side. But it's the only statue you will find of Queen Victoria on a horse. Did you know that?
It looks like the Christmas markets have been on here because there's grass, but it's absolutely hammered, isn't it? It's all...
Yeah, it's not looking the best, is St George's Square at the moment.
No.
There's snow everywhere, but like I say, the grass has been mashed. So I said earlier in the video that my mum came from Glasgow and we used to come up here and see family, and I can remember coming to St George's Square as a little girl, and I always remember the Royal Mail being here, and I've been looking for it and I can't find it. Now it moved in 1995. That's how long it is since I've been here.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Things change, don't they?
I reckon it would have been over there. That looks like a mail building, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Probably the oldest, scruffiest one. That's the town hall, I know that for a fact, down there. That's very impressive, isn't it?
Very
looks
grand,
like
isn't it?
It could do with a good jet wash, Mark.
Or could do with like a solution of water and bleach and then just jet washing off it. It'll come up like new then, won't
It
it?
probably would. And like I said to Mark, it probably isn't going to look good at this time of year because it's a bit bleak and horrible, isn't it?
Self-confident girl, guess you really need to be with her. She's so clever and so strong, well you really need to.
So the one thing Glasgow has got, if you've got time, is a mural wall.
Yeah, look at it all on here.
Absolutely gorgeous. But it is sparse, it's spread out all over Glasgow, so if you have got time, it'd be a brilliant thing to do with, say, your kids or on your own, or actually on a bike. It might be a lot easier to do it there as well. Now when we say murals, we mean murals. Murals, because they are really the pieces of art. Now what we've noticed when we've gone around Germany and Spain, there's a lot of graffiti. A lot of graffiti.
In Germany,
everywhere.
it's mainly Germany. Hard shoulders at motorways.
And it's not nice. And they get it in the strangest of places, the most dangerous of places, like highways and motorways and whatever you want to call them, autobahns. But I don't know how they get there. But yeah, well worth a look. This. My fun.
Yeah, it looks like an ashtray.
An ashtray?
I don't know where.
I don't know where it is. Is it stuck to the ground?
Yeah. It's like a box with like a lid on or something. I wonder what that's for.
I don't know, but I'm sure someone out there will be able to tell us. Put in the comments below if you know what that is.
Could have been a key safe, but it's not secure, is it? But it's just seized too now, by the looks of it. So.
Don't know.
Interesting.
Is it a Scottish thing or not?
Look at that, Lisa. Look, someone's put Santa hats on things.
I think the decorations, Mark.
Yeah.
Funny, aren't they?
You would think that's still being flowered. They're suffering, aren't they, with cold?
Yeah, well, why are they flowered now anyway? Wrong time of year, isn't it? By the way, Mark, your new waistcoat, you know your Asda one that's replaced?
Yeah.
Someone's called you painter decorator now, part-time painter decorator.
I've got paint all over it.
It's not paint, it's the design, isn't it?
It's like a marble effect, isn't it? But from a distance, it looks like I've been painting, doesn't it?
Now apparently, see, I told you, they've turned a lot of these into coffee bars, and there's your proof.
Oh yeah, look here, Lisa.
Let's have a look.
I didn't
Oh,
expect to see
cool. That's well smart, isn't it? No, I didn't expect to see that. What a good idea. And it's just outside our next place of interest, which is Glasgow Cathedral.
Tell you what, though, you ain't got a lot of room in there, have you? Jesus.
Well, it is a police box, Mark.
Stand up all day serving coffee.
I think you'll have a little seat in there, don't worry. Right, so let's go and have a look at this. Glasgow Cathedral is having some work done to it, I think, Mark. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then we've got somewhere really special just after this to go and show you. Yeah, it looks like it's having its tower done, Mark, for some reason. Must be falling down.
There's a lot of important people in statues, isn't there? That's James Arthur we've just walked past there.
James Arthur's a singer.
No, but the original one.
He's the original James Arthur, is he?
Get out of there. I felt funny. I feel like I've been repossessed.
Possessed.
What we've just seen in there, weird, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm a bit sceptical, but I do believe in things like that. But see what you guys think of this.
There's an underground part, isn't it? Like a separate part.
Yeah, we went down to have a look at the tomb of St Mungo, who's a saint of Glasgow, believed to have been buried here in 612, and there is a tomb there. Now, Mark decided to just take a few videos around there.
Well, I sat down for a minute, didn't I?
You felt a bit funny after seeing that, didn't you? He's convinced he's seen some orbs and movement down there. Trust you, absolutely trust you. I said, what's wrong with you? He went all funny. Oh well, it's one of those things you'll never be able to convince anyone you've seen something that you probably all say it's dust or...
Well, I saw it as I was filming it, and I've just looked back and you can see something. But they're not moths, are they? And they're not dust because...
Believe you me, there was nothing down there. And it's very quiet. There's no one disturbing any dust, so make of it as you will. We're going to take you somewhere a bit different now. It's at the back of the cathedral, and it's called Glasgow Necropolis. So this is the Glasgow Necropolis. It's been here since 1690, and it's from the Victorian era. Right, so I don't think there's any recent burials here, is it? It's going back some. I think it looks pretty full to me.
It's full, isn't it? But it's full of notable people, isn't it?
It is. There's one grave I want to find, and I'm not going to tell you what it is until I find it. And apparently the views, if you go right to the top, you can see all of Glasgow.
Oh. I'm out of puff after
that. Is a walk, especially when there's arse on the floor as well. You've got to be really careful.
I tensed up that much, my legs have gone tight.
But we did it, and it's well worth the visit as well. Margaret, you can see 360 of Glasgow from the top of here. It's absolutely stunning. It was a shame it's a bit overcast and cloudy because you probably could see a lot further, but there's snow on them there hills, that's what I can see.
In the distance, I'll tell you what, in the 1800s you'd have been made for life, wouldn't you, if you were a stone toucher, you like play with stone.
Toucher?
Touching stone, you know, like masonry, stonemason.
A stonemason's more like it, Mark.
Well, you know,
stone toucher?
You'd have been alright, wouldn't you, back
There's
in
some
the day?
spectacular tombs up here, really is. I was wondering whether the people were buried in them stone ones there, but I think it's just decoration, well, I'm hoping so.
Yeah, so look, it's almost like you can tumble over edge here, Lisa.
You can tumble over there? Well, if anyone can tumble over edge, Mark, it'd be you.
Are you going to follow me?
I'm following you, don't worry. Just you concentrate on where you're walking.
You have to watch these properly.
Yeah, I know, you do. There's not a lot of handrail here, it looks very flimsy.
This is your main city view here, isn't it? Look.
Well, that's your Glasgow Cathedral where we've just been as well. You're convinced you've just seen something on camera.
No. You're basically looking through the ages, all the different ages here. You've got the, well, right back to the cathedral. I mean, there's history back down to 600, isn't there?
612, that is unbelievable. They reckon there used to be a different church there where St Mungo started his parish, so...
And over to the right in the distance you've got the infirmary, a fairly new building, isn't it?
That doesn't look very nice, does it?
Oh, it's big though, isn't
yeah.
it? It's big.
Well, I still haven't found my famous grave. We've got a feeling we might know where it is, but I've got to find it before we go, because it is a nursery rhyme that my mum used to say to me, so I've got to find it. The biggest one on top of the hill, this one here is a chap on the top of it. It's called John Knox. Died AD 1572, but this was put up in 1825 by volunteers. What are you doing? What have you done? No, what are you doing?
Bare waves, like.
Put it down. Why do you always find something that you shouldn't be messing with?
Someone's nicked plug off them.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I think it's probably for
a light, probably, Mark.
Yeah. No, I think it's for... Well, it could be for a light, but it could also be, if it's lightning and stuff, it might be like a lightning rod thing on the top.
Right, well, let's move now you've said that. Because God's probably going to strike you down for being naughty. Yeah, it's getting a bit cold now, Mark. I'm ready for going down. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, don't even bother. There's a path there.
Yeah, but everyone goes down there.
Yeah, well, you don't. Not everyone's you, are they? You can slip on normal ground, let alone going down an arse bank. Have you ever seen anything like this in your life?
Slippy, Lisa.
Well, they've not gritted, have they? You will wear your trainers.
Well, these are quite slippy, these trainers, aren't they?
Your feet are quite slippery.
Yeah, it's clear here. It's just there where it's getting cold here. It's turned icy, isn't it?
Unfortunately, this is the way. Oh, do you know? Honest to goodness, you're not going to be leaving here. I'm going to be making room for you. You're going to put me 10 feet under, keep doing that.
It slips on there.
We've found it. Right, William Miller.
We've walked past it, haven't we?
We have walked past it. He's a laureate of the nursery rhyme Wee Willie Winker. Born 1810, died 1872. Now, William's not actually buried here. This is just a monument. He's buried at Toll Cross Cemetery. So, but Wee Willie Winker, everyone's heard of that, haven't they? I think he's related to you, Mark. Now here we are, this is one of the famous murals in Glasgow. Believe it or not, that's the gentleman whose tomb we've just been to see, St Mungo. Or you may have just caught on camera, Mark.
It's a bit clear, isn't it? That's quite high resolution.
It is such a good mural, really, really good. Just sat here on the end of a wall.
Camera doesn't do it justice, really, does
No,
it?
it doesn't, not at all.
It's got smoke coming out of his ear and all.
Oh, he has, there's like an event, someone's put an event there and it's coming out of his ear all. You might have just seen him actually, Mark. He might have been floating around his tomb. What do you reckon?
Maybe, yeah.
Right, it's going on. Take your picture with it, send it to us, and we will put you on our Instagram. Well, it looks like the snow's finally found us, Mark.
I know, it's caught up with us, hasn't it?
I don't think
in Glasgow, eh?
I don't think it was supposed to today, were it?
No, I've just checked the weather radar. It looks like we're going to get a little bit, doesn't it? So.
Oh well, it's not sticking yet anyway. Hopefully it's just a quick shower.
We just walked past two look like students from another country and they couldn't believe it was snowing, could they? It's like
Yeah.
I've never seen it, look like from India or something.
They were trying to catch it in their hands and keep it, and they couldn't understand why it was disappearing.
Soon get fed up with it.
Yeah, you will. I also wanted to see the statue of the Duke of Wellington, and we've only gone and found it. Now there's a really interesting story about this statue, and it goes back so many years. Now the cone on the head has been a big debate between Glasgow Council and the people of Glasgow, because they want it to stop on there, but it keeps getting removed. So the council actually want to make the statue higher. They want to spend millions on it and erect it even higher so people can't climb up there.
Climbing up, aren't they? And over the years there's been different types of cones, haven't they? From
There
pride
has.
to one what's stacked on top of each other really high up.
There's been Palestine ones. Every time it gets removed, another one gets put on there. So I don't know whether the council have actually given up doing it and just left it on there, but it's on a lot of postcards and souvenirs from Glasgow now. The Duke of Wellington with his cone on his head. So we're on the famous Buchanan Street now. It's starting to snow once again. But yeah, this is famous for its shopping. Mark
Well
hates
busy
shopping.
here, isn't it?
Yeah, we found the busiest part of Glasgow city centre. But I have also found the cutest coffee shop. Well, I don't know what it used to be. It's obviously been here for a long time. It's now a Cafe Nero, but look at this. Oh, look at that. And it's stunning. And it's sat here between the two arches for the subway. So we must have walked further down a bit, Mark.
Good stuff, yeah, I don't right know where we are, but I'll tell you one thing, it's busy here, isn't it, now?
Yeah, you want to say how quiet it was where we were before.
Yeah.
We've just found something out. This cute little coffee shop used to be the ticket office for the subway when it first opened up.
In the 1800s, early 1800s, wasn't it? When they used to haul all the trains around the 6.5 mile circuit. So
Haul them back, and then it went electrified, didn't it?
1935, but yeah, there used to be cables, obviously. Well, they might have had motors or horses or something. I
I can't even think about that. But it's only 6.5 miles long is the subway all the way around.
It puts it in perspective, because when you go down on the subways you're already seeing now, it looks quite modern, but it puts it in perspective on how old it is when you look at this building here. That was like fashion at the time, when it was like modern when
Come
it
and
was
get
made.
your ticket for the subway.
There's a place I have found in the shade on the ground. far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me. No one can guess what I came there to see. There's a sun in the sky, there's a cloud drifting by. All kinds of birds make you wish you could fly.
Right, well, we're back in the van. We've just literally got back to Kelvin Grove and decided to move because it's getting really busy there. We've been a Saturday in a museum car park.
And a free entry to the museum.
Yeah, so we've come down to another museum. We stopped here before, haven't we? We stopped here for the NEC last year. It's another museum car park. It's another £10 for a full day, £3 for a night. But it's peaceful and it's spacious. So what did we think about Glasgow?
Brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, really.
Yeah, what a city. Because normally, like I say, a lot of people won't take the motorhomes into cities because 1, where do you park it? 2, how do you get around? 3, it's expensive. Well, we found all that doesn't apply to Glasgow. There is lots of places to park your motorhome. Have a look on Search for Sites. A lot of them do pop up there.
Yeah.
And
that park that we've just come from, that museum car park, it was dead quiet at night, wasn't it?
Really quiet.
For a city centre, a bit of background noise you could hear, but generally no one driving past or nothing really. So.
Yeah. So for parking, we think it's really good and very cheap because what, £13 for 24 hours? Put that against some campsites in the area, you'd be quite shocked. Attraction wise, there's loads to see, far much more than what we've covered.
We just scratched the surface. It's so big, isn't it? With all the different districts and stuff, it's take forever, won't it?
I mean, the mural trail on its own, it's spread all over Glasgow. You could spend a full day even on a bike trying to find all them and ticking them all off. Your museums and your galleries, all free. Can't believe that, can you?
Yeah, I know, it's mad,
you go to London and how much do you pay in London to go into an art gallery? So if you're fetching a family with you, a family of 5, how much are you saving? It's so cheap. That's probably why Kelvin Grove's a bit busy at the moment. It's a damp wet day, so they've all fetched the kids to the museum. And getting around the subway, what a fantastic little subway that is.
You can't get lost on that, can you?
No.
If you miss your stop, you just stay on it and go around again, don't you?
Yeah, you can go round and round in circles all day long, I suppose, couldn't you?
Yeah.
£4.30 or £4.30 something it was.
We only took the trip there and back, didn't we? Didn't go anywhere else because it's time restraints and stuff, isn't it?
And it's not the greatest of days. I think if you're going to come to Glasgow, come in like the spring, summer months, and it'd be even better. It'd be fantastic. Everyone's a bit, I don't know, cold and wet at the moment, so I bet it comes alive in the summer. But yeah, we've loved it, and we will definitely be coming back again. Definitely.
Come back here, yeah.
But for now, we're going to be moving on again. We are moving on to. We're not right sure. We're going to sit here tonight and have a look at our map and decide where to go. But wherever it will be, it'll be good.
Wherever it will be, it'll have to be somewhere with a normal Chinese takeaway, not all this fancy pork belly in dumpling soup or something like that.
I found it funny because you couldn't have any Chinese. They've all been a bit like a step beyond Chinese, these places
here. Authentic, isn't it? Because that's where the catering for the people from China, aren't they, who's coming here to study. But it's like
a lot of students
proper
here.
Stuff. It's not westernised Chinese.
We're going to leave Glasgow in the morning, and we will catch you guys when we arrive in our new destination further up north. Until then, we will catch you on the next one.
On the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me. No one can guess what I came there to see.